My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Oh, Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Eva Baroni Combs?
He done put those people in a position, in an awkward situation, that they're going to have to give him what he wants.
The feds have made it clear that Diddy's homes certainly weren't the picturesque mansions he made them out to be. From thousands of bottles of baby oil and lubricant to unmarked illegal guns, there's a lot to unpack here. And looking at the latest developments in the Diddy case, it looks like things will only get worse. Let's take a look at how new footage might change everything we know about the case. In recent months, we've seen a long list of crimes Diddy might be indicted for. Several lawsuits had already come out on his terrible acts, with the Cassie and Lil Rod lawsuit very obviously serving as the cusp of the federal investigation.
Hey look, the Diddy indictment came out. Page 1 says he created a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in, attempted to engage in, among other crimes, sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. Says Combs manipulated women to participate in highly orchestrated performances of sexual activity. Diddy, what you got them doing? Says he controlled their careers by leveraging financial support, and he gave them narcotics. He drugged them up. Man, they said this dude was kidnapping people, bribing people, using arson. What? Narcotics offenses, prostitution, coercion, and enticement. Oh my gosh, Diddy. He used his household staff, personal assistants, high-ranking supervisors, all this to cover up what he was doing.
But what else could be found in the footage from Diddy's house? It obviously wasn't any small amount, and several tapes floating around the internet have led people to believe that feds know even more than they're letting on. For one, there's the tape of a so-called adopted white daughter of Diddy's.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Oh, Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Eva Baroni Combs? Yes, it was breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. But please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids. Hey, but that's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody, we want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids. Charlize Theron, everybody that's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. So, just clarify it because it's crazy out here online.
People were highly concerned over where she disappeared to after just one public introduction. It took several months for people to realize that she was a daughter of one of Diddy's acquaintances and was close to his daughters. But just because that girl, named Ava Baroni, is safe, it doesn't mean that others didn't suffer from his wrath. One clip that recently started making rounds is of Justin Bieber at a Diddy party, where he was allegedly being forced to act sexually with Odell Beckham Jr. problem with the Justin Bieber footage is that there seem to be several tapes going around of Diddy acting suspiciously around the young star. And it's not even just the ones from when Justin was 15. Many videos show Diddy having apparently drugged Justin because he seemed completely out of it.
Welcome to the family, John.
Never mind the fact that rumors are now floating around that he is the alleged A-lister whose TriniTEA is being circulated on Hollywood engaged in sexual acts with Diddy. But there have even been rumors that Oprah actually bought that tape to blackmail the star with. People are desperate to have the truth come to light so that Diddy, and Oprah if she was involved, can have their reckoning. Many suspect that Diddy had a hand in Justin's suffering for years in the industry.
Friends of Justin Bieber warn that he's deeply distressed, as the most traumatic experience of his life is now being exploited for profit, without his consent and at his expense. It's a total nightmare, said the insider. He feels like he was victimized years ago and now is being victimized yet again. If this footage gets out, it will follow him for life. It will be on the internet forever. To make matters worse for Bieber, he's been trying for years to speak out about the abuse he endured at the hands of powerful industry pedophiles. But the mainstream media has consistently shut him down. Diddy was grooming Bieber in front of the world, even warning Bieber on Jimmy Kimmel's show not to talk about the things he did with Big Brother Puff. The warning signs were flashing red, and nobody stepped in to save Justin.
Got me a Lamborghini.
That's nice.
I haven't gotten it yet, though.
Yeah, I know. When is that coming, that Lamborghini? We talked about this last time.
He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
It's no secret that Justin suffered from severe mental health issues, drugs, and even a sex addiction over the years he spent as a young star in Hollywood.
Fast forward a few years, and instead of being heard, his voice was silenced by the media industry, leaving him to cope with the trauma of his past. He now carries the heavy burden of knowing that despite his efforts, he is powerless to stop these predators from targeting the next generation of child stars.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second. People take for granted encounters, and I don't wish that upon anybody.
But it doesn't end there. There's even more footage that the feds allegedly found in Diddy's homes. For one, his ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal, has repeatedly said that Diddy was someone who wanted complete control over everyone, from his girlfriends and to the people he dealt with in the industry.
That anniversary in California, one of his former record executives met with him. And I guess she was trying to pray with him or whatever. But he tried to give him a pill. That's his MO. He just showed you his hand. That's his MO, bruh. All I can say is that he financed and supported the same thing he did with Cassie is the same thing he did with Kim.
The control extended to him trying to exploit potential business partners with women to get what he wanted. It was one of his preferred ways to get whatever he wanted, and he allegedly kept all the tapes from those encounters in order to blackmail people in the future. It's not too far off to assume that the feds would have found said tapes.
Well, those will be when him and somebody that he needs something from or wants something from, and he'll get those girls and he'll line them up with him, and they'll all go in the same room. About the end of the next morning, he done got what he need and got what he want. Because 9 times out of 10, he done put those people in a position, in an awkward situation, that they're gonna have to give him what he wants.
Of course, the issue doesn't stop at record executives. Deal has repeatedly pointed out that the feds probably want to take a few record executives down as well, which is why he's sure they've got some on tape. He revealed that the mayor of New York is going to be part of Diddy's downfall.
Did the Federal Bureau of Investigation in Miami do it? No, they didn't. Did California do it? No, they did not. The Southern District of New York, they took it upon themselves and put on that raid and everything based on the information they found in Cassie lawsuit and the information they found in Little Rod lawsuit. But all this is bigger than Diddy. It's bigger than Diddy, bro. Cause you know who else they was doing investigation on during that whole time period? It was the mayor and the politicians in New York City. They turn around and give him the key to the city. All the mayor people that he brought on here in New York City are all resigning.
He said that it's already obvious that they'll have celebs on tapes, but that's not the only thing the FBI is after, and it's clear from how they're going about their investigation.
Because the feds is going after all these politicians in New York City.
Yeah, the feds revealed that, anybody that, participated in any, criminal behavior at his freak-offs, they're going to pursue.
Listen here. The mayor here take like 15 spoons of sugar in his coffee. So it's all a possibility.
Do you think it's any celebrities on them tapes?
Bro, he gave celebrity parties. So what you think? I think they're not telling the whole truth, is that because of the situation in Miami and the situation in California.
It's obvious that they definitely do know something, considering how thorough they were with the raids back in March. The internet was in shambles when it was revealed that the investigation was related to a sex trafficking case.
Fox News alert, we're learning a lot more about the massive federal sex trafficking raid at Diddy's homes in Miami and LA. According to TMZ, the first thing the feds did once they got to Diddy's property was immediately disable his surveillance system and seize all his footage. And it wasn't just security footage they were after. Homeland Security also confiscated hard drives, phones, and other electronics, focusing on finding photos, emails, and names linking others to the alleged sex trafficking operation. These tactics straight out of the Epstein playbook. Seize the footage, but then what? Bury it? Blackmail with it? We don't know. Will anybody ever know what was on Diddy's cameras? And will this investigation lead to indictments that go higher up the food chain? And how high? Politicians, athletes, celebrities, music executives, all were recorded inside Diddy's parties. Officials say that Diddy's alleged victims have not been holding back during their interviews and are telling investigators everything. We'll keep you up to date on all of these details and more as soon as we hear them.
The house was left completely overturned once the feds were done with it. Things are so bad, even Elon Musk commented on the ongoing events.
Between Diddy and Epstein, there's probably several thousand hours of footage here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that the people on those videos are lecturing the rest of us about our moral failings, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird.
What is that?
Well, I mean, part of how they deflect attention from themselves is by, criticizing the morals of others.
Yes.
It's sort of like a preemptive moral strike. Those who are saying Trump is a threat to democracy are themselves actually the threat to democracy.
It feels like we're getting to a place where the rest of us know too much. Like, what happens next now that we know all this? The kidnapper's shown us his face. Like, what happens?
Well, I think if Trump wins, we can do some house cleaning and shed light on things.
Meanwhile, more and more issues continue to pop up. For one, Kevin Hart is also under scrutiny after a years-old video resurfaced that featured him and Usher in a suspicious video with Diddy. And if that wasn't enough, there were further videos of Kevy and Diddy at a risque party.
Hosting a hotel party for Combs that's been making the rounds. It's been going viral.
Hey, yo, can you move out the way? I want to give you a proper introduction. Go get some girls. Go get some...
Now, Hart was hosting the album release party for Diddy's Dirty Money Last Train to Paris in December of 2010 at a hotel in New York. At one point in the video, he is seen sitting on the edge of a hot tub surrounded by women.
Sit your ass in the tub.
And take a look at this part.
I'm not jumping the tub myself. Once everybody moves out, it's just me and the lady. This is my scene. I'm used to this type of thing. Doing what I do best. Oh, did the camera catch that? Got the camera! Got the camera!
So that woman, her hair caught on fire, and thank goodness she wasn't hurt. Hart's fans have been blasting him on social media and demanding that he say something, anything, about this video and his connection to Sean Combs. One posted on Instagram calling him Baby Oil Kev. Another posted, "We as your fans deserve an explanation, Mr. Hart." Another posted, "Say something about Diddy." One fan commented, "We deserve the truth."
And while Usher hasn't commented anything clearly, he let things slip about what life with Diddy was like when he was living with him. And from the sounds of it, any tapes from those days would be interesting to say the least.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place. And I didn't necessarily understand it.
He said the parties were crazy, and while he tried to play everything off nicely, he vehemently denied that he would ever send his own son to the rapper.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans,
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary
okay?
J. Blige. They didn't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, can you stay up till 4 a.m. with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Uh-huh.
I had like,
What
like
a
a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
See? So, what new footage will we be seeing from Diddy? Let's wait and see. That's it for now. Don't forget to tell us what you think in the comments below. For more updates, hit the bell icon.